Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video on WRC 8. We're back in the WRC 8 career mode and this is the first video that I've recorded since a very long time. The previous video you checked out was a long time ago recorded, like it was a pre-recorded video, and this time I'm back on the game, so expect my driving to not be really at its best, but you know, that's not an excuse for this video. I'm obviously gonna probably get used to the handling again at some point throughout this video, but for the time being I'm just saying I'm still probably not at my best level. You know, after the whole quarantine thing that happened, I have a lot of free time to record videos, so that means content is gonna come at you quite a lot, pretty much. There's plenty of content. I've actually recorded a lot of videos, and yeah, like there's the Sebastian Loeb Rally Evolution career mode going on. I've got that second video coming out very soon. WRC 8, and also I got I'm gonna try out the flat out DLC on Dare Rally 2.0 with a friend of mine, Beasted Racing, who makes Dare Rally 2.0 or Gran Turismo Sport videos. He's a very nice guy, very good YouTuber, and we decided to collab on that very soon for you guys. There's gonna be a video on his channel and on mine as soon as the DLC drops, which I think it is the March, actually 24th of March, something like that. So yeah, as you can see, we're doing an extreme conditions event. This is my best effort on this one. I've wasted the other three tries I had. Unfortunately, I crossed a lot of times, and I've set another good time here, but I couldn't make it. And unfortunately, not even now we couldn't make it for some thousands of a second. So that was pretty disappointing. 99% completed, but you see, there was no more restarts. If I had one more restart, I probably would have got that very easily. But as I've already told you, I've wasted my first two tries crashing out because I pushed way too much. But these extreme condition events are very nice, a nice addition to the game. As you may already know, WRC 9 has been announced for the 3rd of September or something like that, so I'm really looking forward to that. Unfortunately, my exams might be postponed to September, my final exams of my life in school, you know, which is very disappointing, to be honest with you, because I wanted to be done with school by June as it was scheduled to be done, and then just dedicate my summer to my life and things that I enjoy, like YouTube, gym and all that. But unfortunately that's probably not going to be the case for this year due to the circumstances that we're living under. And I might have to actually sit for my exams on September, which sucks a lot, to be honest with you. And I don't know how YouTube will actually be if I have to study also through Christmas, I'm saying, through the summer. So yeah, it's a bit of a messed up situation at the moment, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm hoping that my exams will be in July or in June as scheduled, and that nothing bad is gonna happen and everything is gonna go to plan with me doing my thing on YouTube in summer and probably, you know, dedicating more time into myself. But of course that's the scenario that I want to happen. But obviously, you know, things don't always work out very well for you, but we don't really care about that for the time being. We'll work it out as we've been working it out since like we've been born. We've gone through very difficult times, but we always manage to make it through there. I feel like we're gonna make it through there as well, including me and my things, you know. Of course I had other plans, but with my exams probably being postponed, everything is probably gonna change for the worse. But I'm still gonna, like, I'm not gonna give out YouTube at this point because I'm really enjoying it, and you've been showing a hell of a lot of support lately. And as you may already see, we've started the Style Rally. I still don't know if I pronounced that correctly. The first sector wasn't really good. It's my first time back in the game after a few months, so do not expect me to be very fast. Probably gonna make a lot of mistakes. I feel like that's a huge straight right now coming up. I used to be very good around this rally. I think we won in WRC 2, we dominated. That was a huge jump as we had a green sector there. Very good so far.
Into brake, square left at junction. For crest, bumpy, into left 5 long, tightens 30. Right 1 at junction, don't cut. At right 5 short, into left 3 tightens. And left 6 short, 30. Caution, hard brake for crest into square right, don't cut, and flat left, keep middle over crest, 100. And bump into right 6, keep into left 5. And crest into right 4. And left 4 short.
Oh no! Oh no! What a mistake! I thought it was a fast right-hander there. He did say Titans. Co-driver was a little bit off there. But as we're doing so well, we had a very good sectors there. But that 9-second penalty is probably gonna... yeah, it's gonna mess up the result. 5.3 seconds off the lead. Neville's actually leading after this first stage. But 9-second penalty for such a stupid mistake there. That's not a good start to the rally actually. Like, yeah. Second stage now of day 1. I'm very frustrated. That's one single mistake. It just costed us the victory here on the first stage. But onto the second stage now. I know this stage very well. Let's hope we can win this one. I actually really like that first bar where we go full speed after this right hander. Now onto third gear. Full throttle again. So we're getting ready for a left-hander square if I'm correct. Probably I'm correct. I remember this stage very well. I really like that flat out session. There you go, green section. Green sector I mean. That's this left-handed square. And yeah, so far so good.
Bumpy, uphill, tightens. Narrows. And kinks into left 4, tightens 2, short, into right 3, into left 3, tightens.
Slightly messed up the line there, but that second sector was also good. We had another green sector. Let's just see that third sector. How's it gonna be?
Right 5, keep in over bump, into left 4, 80.
Oh, that's a red sector, but I feel like we didn't lose a lot of time. At least I'm hoping so. Slightly wide. No one cares.
Over crest into flat left. Into left 5, brake, tightens 2, keep into right 4.
Oh, come on. That's just a stupid mistake by me. The co-driver was a little bit late. Another 9-second penalty, but the co-driver was very slow. Like, he told me tightens 2 at the final second. Like, what can I do? That's probably another loss once again. We'll have to wait and see how much the penalty is going to cost us. If the gap from the lead is more than 9 seconds, then I'm not going to use that as an excuse. But I feel like it's going to be something like 2 seconds. That 9-second penalty is once again going to mess us up. This is way too many mistakes already in day 1. I've never had an 18-second penalty in day 1. It's the same gap again with the same results, apart from the fact that Neville is actually 3/10 down on Tanak. But had we not got that penalty, we would have been first now. But instead, we have a 10-second gap from the lead. We're even behind Mick at the moment. Chris Mick is third. Like, I need to up my game. I need to reduce those mistakes. Otherwise, it's not really going to end up well for us. Thankfully, we can fully repair the car. Apart from slightly the turbo and the suspensions are not repaired. I hope that's not going to be a huge issue for us. Moving on to day 2. I've seen something very strange. There were all ES stages on day 2, so that means both the ES stages are going to be on day 3. So that means a lot of tire wear and a huge chance of pretty much destroying the car. So the fact that we didn't do well, I think that was a Toyota down there, probably a crash or something. But as you may already know, those AI that are damaged doesn't mean that they haven't actually finished the stage. It's a bug that the game has. I hope they fix it on WRC 9 career mode, because it's very frustrating to see someone retiring in front of you and then all of a sudden he's actually first in the stage times. But yeah, it's a very dangerous situation having both the ES stages on day 3. Very challenging actually, because it could really mean... Oh, that's a bad damage in the suspension there. That's terrible. I wasn't even a big jump. It was a big hit, but not a big jump. But yeah, that's what I mean. Imagine that happening on an ES stage. Almost like 5 times inside the stage and then having to deal with it once again on the reverse one. So that is not good news for me. Day 3, both the stages, something's gonna go wrong either on one of those two, purely because down to the tower and the damage of the car. Like, we have to be careful in one of those and just give it everything onto the next one. I don't even know. It just seems like a pretty messed up situation to come back to the game on such a tough rally. It's not even a tough, it doesn't have tough stages, but it has a tough schedule, this one, due to the 3-day rally duration and having to deal with both the stages in one single day. But so far this stage has been very strong for us. 3 green sectors, 1 red one, and now onto the final sector. This is the full throttle straights. Keep the car steady, and we're now going to be coming across the finish line on 194 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast for a Hyundai i20. That's finally going to show off our real pace. A 5.5 second gap from Tanak, 9.1 from Neville, and Mick is actually 70 seconds behind, meaning that we're going to be now 3 seconds behind Tanak overally, and something around 1 or 2 seconds behind our teammate who's in second position. So 1 more stage to go now for day 2, and let's see how well we can do. There's still that suspension issue that we have. I'm hoping that is not going to get any worse now, and we're just going to get into the repairing zone and fix the car as much as possible so that we can get ready for those ES stages. If we don't have a fully repaired car for the ES stages, then it's just game over for me personally. I feel like, including the mistakes that I'm making today, the ES stages are going to be a huge deal for me to actually make it through them.
Into left 3, open long, 50. Right 4, narrows, 50. Right 5, keep in, tight. And right 5 into crest, keep middle. Left 4 short. And right 4 into left 3. Right 5 narrows, don't cut. And left 4 short, narrows into right 6, tightens, 30. Right 6 into left 6 short, over jump. Into left 2 short.
Come on, no. I destroyed the car. Oh my god, that's a tree. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Just about when we had a green sector, I missed that corner again. I had to be more slow. The car is completely destroyed, and it happened literally on the final sector of this stage. That means we're not going to be able to repair the whole car, and that also means we're probably going to be losing this stage. That's a huge gap out of nowhere. We could have won this one. Oh my god, I lost so much time there and I completely destroyed the car. That's just terrible. We're currently now second overall. Tanak is 14 seconds behind Neville. Neville is leading the rally. He could well and truly get a victory here if he's actually gonna be fast in the stages, which is good because we're gonna be gaining points on Tanak. But the car, look at this. I can't do anything. I couldn't do anything. That's the best I could do, as you can see with the repairs. It's just terrible. The car is not gonna make it. I'm telling you, the car's not gonna make it. Like, we've got 65 on transmission, 70% on the turbo and the engine. The only thing I've fixed quite a lot is the steering, which is very important. But going to the first tier stage, if the car has damage, then I don't know how we're gonna deal with it, because the car is badly damaged. I just don't know. I'm not confident at all. The only positive is that we're ahead of Tanak and Ogier, and we're in second somehow. Besides those mistakes, we're second, and Neville is leading the rally, which is big positive, because Neville is actually behind us in the driver's standing. So I don't care if I lose points to Neville. I care if I lose points to Tanak, who's currently fourth. He's even behind Ogier, but there's still the 2 rear stages. There's a lot of time to gain and a lot of time to lose on those ones, so we need to be careful, and a lot of damage to be done actually. Just really need to be careful around those 2 rear stages, especially this first one. That's a huge mistake, but it's probably not going to cost us a lot of time. We got back inside the track very fast, very quick.
gate into left 3, tightens 30. Right 4, tightens into left 3. And square right at junction 50. Left 5 short and right 5 bumpy. Flat right tightens, very long, bumpy. And left 6 short, brake into right 4, tightens into left 6. And bump into right 5 into bump. It's 50. Keep middle into flat left over crest into flat right, tightens 5, bumpy 80. For caution, jump into left 5 and flat left 80, bumpy. Right 4 medium. Into left 5 short, brake into hairpin right. And left 5 short over crest into right 5 short, 100, bumpy. And crest into left 4, tightens into right 4, long. Into left 4 short, 80. Left 3 tightens, 50. Brake for square left at junction into flat right. Into flat left, 50. Crest into flat left. And left 3 medium, don't cut. And flat right into jump over crest. And right 4 narrows, tightens, short, small cut. And right 4 into left 4 short, into right 3. Into left 4, open. Right 3, don't cut, narrows into left 5. And flat left. And keep middle over crest. And danger, crest, into left 4. And right 3. And right 4, tighten short, into flat left, tighten.
Generally talking, my driving has been quite decent so far. We've only had green sectors. Oh, just about gonna run wide as I say that.
Over crest, into flat left.
Fuck those 9-second penalties. God! Can't deal with those. Why did I get a 9-second penalty there? I didn't even cut so much. Didn't even gain a lot of time there, man. Come on. Of course that's a red sector. You get a 9-second penalty. Again.
Brake for square left, 500, bumpy over crest. And right 4 short into left 4.
Slight transmission issue there. Didn't actually hit the car, apart from that part where we cut the corner. But the car was slightly damaged, but I don't think it did a lot of damage. But these are now the final corners. This right-hander there and across the finish line in 11.51. That was a pretty big stage, to say the least. We're not gonna win. We're not gonna win, and I cannot believe that, because we've been so fast at the start of the stage. I've only had green sectors. Look at this. Look at this. The 6th sector. I lost 14 seconds on the 6th sector. Now would have had such a huge gap. I would be ahead of Neville, and we would be leading the rally going into the final stage. I just can't understand my mistakes on this rally. My head is just not on driving at the moment. Like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it at the moment. I'm not feeling right. I feel like I'm doing a lot of things wrong today in terms of my driving. Like, this is not me. I've made so many mistakes. I make mistakes all the time, but not so many and not so silly mistakes. I don't know, we're still actually second, only 1/10 ahead of Tanak, 8 seconds behind Neville. Neville's probably going to win this rally, and I'm happy that he's going to win this rally. I hope Tanak doesn't win this one. But I just haven't been doing very well, and I'm still not doing well. I feel like after that previous year stage, I just don't have the confidence now in myself. I thought like I had that previous year stage on my hand. I feel like I would win that one and everything would be down to me to either compete for victory or a podium, but apparently I can't. And now that Tanak is 1/10 behind me with such a damaged car, we could actually lose a position to Tanak. That stage didn't start also well, and we have that huge transmission issue now. As you can see, it's red. The transmission is red. So that means you can see as I gear up, the car just can't rev up with those gears. It doesn't maintain the revs that it had on the previous gears. That reduces the acceleration by a lot, and that pretty much makes the car much slower. That's a slight hit there on the rear left tire. It's gonna spin us. I'm still making silly mistakes. You just yeah, that's a silly mistake right there. And the transmission, look at that, look at that. The car can accelerate. The car literally cannot accelerate now.
Keep middle, jump, 200. Brake, square right, don't cut, 100, bumpy. Flat left over bump, 100, bumpy. Right 6, 50. Caution, right 5, keep middle into jump over crest, and right 4 into left 4, tightens. Right 5, keep in, tightens. And right 5 into crest, keep middle. Left 4 short. And right 4 into left 3. And right 5 into flat left. And hard brake over crest. Square left at junction into crest, 80, bumpy.
We've had a green sector, but the car, I cannot feel the car rightly, especially because of that acceleration issue we got now. Because of the transmission, the brakes are a little bit worn out, the rear tires are starting to wear out, and we're only halfway through the stage, and things are not looking good for us. Let's just say that, things are not looking good for me. You see that the car is just slow, and it also has so many issues. Brakes, transmission is just fucked up. The car can't brake. I'm making mistakes. I'm over pushing the car. This stage is not working out. You might as well give up on this one now. I want to give up.
Hairpin left and flat right. Into left 4 over crest, 30, jump. Into right 6.
Steering issue now and the turbo. Now suspension as well. As we said, a green sector somehow. I'm still setting green sectors with such a car. It's a bit of an irony. But one good thing they did on WRC 8, when the car is so badly damaged, it really is undrivable. I gotta show respect to the developers for that.
Left 6, medium, tightens 5, into right 5, bumpy. Into left 6 over crest, long, tightens 3. And flat right, 100.
What is going on? Transmission is now turning. What is this? Look at the transmission. We've really fucked up the gearbox now. We've probably, if I'm gonna end up not having a gear or something, then that's the end. Thankfully we had all gears. The condition of the car is just terrible, and that's all down to me making that mistake on the end of day 2. Tanak is actually going to win the rally. Makes things even worse. How can Neville lose a rally with having an 8-second gap into the final stage? Only Neville knows how he did that. As for our performance, 3rd position, you know, Ogier didn't have a good start of the rally, so that meant he was out of contention for a podium early on, even though he closed up the gap. He closed down the gap, 10-second gap from me, but a long way behind victory. Same as me, like, our final stage compromised our result, and We couldn't fight for the victory anymore. That was a rally under special conditions, if I'm honest. Like, driver standings wise, it's not that bad. It's only like an 18-second gap, I feel like that is, or a 19-second gap, probably an 18-second gap. Third position with no points at all in the power stage. It's a pretty bad rally, considering even Aussie got more points than us, finishing 4th and getting that second position in the power stage. He got even more points than us. Like, he got something like 16 points, whereas I got 15. So we really need to up our game. We need to stop making so many mistakes, because it's been quite an irony that I've made so many mistakes. We could have won that rally easily if I was a little bit more careful and didn't push on occasions that I didn't really need to push. I'm going to be doing some upgrades in terms of the tire wear, in terms of the reliability of some parts of the car. I'm going to be upgrading the improved gear shifting, because we had a huge issue in this rally with the transmission and the gearbox and all that. Repair cost must be pretty high for this rally. Yeah, that's almost, that's a lot of money to be paying for repairs, but pretty terrible rally, but a very interesting return to the game, if I'm being honest. Like, we had a very tough rally to start off our re-entrance return, let's just say, to the game. Obviously, Championship is still on. There's so many rallies to go, and we still got a lot of pace to show off in this career mode. But that was it for today, guys. If you enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter, and yeah, until next video, guys, which is probably going to be SLRE or Dare Rally 2.0. I'll catch you later. Goodbye.